Now get it.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Switch it.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
56. 49. Check 49. Check the backer.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 44.
Mike 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Alert! Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, Haywood.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
56.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, He's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Yeldon was always reliable out of the backfield for Blake Bortles, and now he has a chance to help out another young quarterback in the same way in Josh Allen. But you look at the numbers a season ago, 55 catches, almost 500 yards, very sure hands for a running back. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 1st down, Allen escaping the pressure right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's trash. That's trash.
So that'll back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
56. You better be afraid of me. You better be. 56, 56.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, you got three down. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass.
Here is the former Bill, Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Mikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Derrick Henry all alone. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry, 81 And the Bills have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120!
Drop deep, drop deep. He's crossing.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check 25, check 25. Alert!
Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Play action. Now Wentz towards the end zone for Brown. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike, 58, right there. All day. Stay at home.
82.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
On play action, Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Another run here with Sanders. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
36-yard line.
Slam.
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
On third and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On play action, it's Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Here we go. 180. Ready?
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Got him in, it's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check your hot read. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Derrick Henry. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down at 4, Wentz flushed out right. He'll run it. And he goes out right around the 39. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Buffalo. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
Oh, it's Derrick Henry all alone. 30, past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry, an even 90 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Antonio Brown there to make the grab, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
5-9, 5-9. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now Wentz. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense, these defense. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Brown, 75 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Bills 31, Eagles 29.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3rd and 3.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen going to try and throw on third down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down now, it's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll toss it to Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
What you got? What you got, Heavy?
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.